Good morning, good morning, good morning. Today is the 2nd of September 2024. It's been a while since we had a video journal. Yes, it's been a very interesting past few weeks. I was supposed to make a video journal once a week, and I haven't made one in 3 weeks, something like that, or 2 weeks. So, yeah, I'm just going to recap what's happened because I've got to make sure that at least I have that recorded because it was quite, how do I put it? It was quite a very interesting few weeks. It was difficult, that's for sure, but also a lot of lessons learned, and how do I put this? Mistakes were made and difficulty was experienced. But usually when you meet difficulties and obstacles, you learn. Okay, so I believe the last video journal I made, let me have a look at my calendar here. The last video journal I made possibly was for the week of the 5th to the 9th of August, which was a long time ago. So now I'm recapping from the 12th to the 30th of August. It's 3 weeks. So pardon me, that's me. Yeah. Um where do I even begin? So first of all, at work, I was having some serious difficulties, man. You know, I hit a roadblock mentally at work, and I was finding it difficult to overcome that roadblock. And my numbers dropped, my performance dropped, and I had loss of confidence as well. And so I was struggling to figure that out. And you know, it's just a lot going on. Especially even with my trading as well. I had some sort of mental block as well. I went through some losing streaks as well, and I had to really switch up a couple of things. Made some mistakes I thought I would never make again. Mistakes like revenge trading. You know, so those past 3 weeks were quite difficult in the sense that I was going through these obstacles, these difficulties, and I just couldn't get past them until towards the end of the month when I started figuring out how to get past them. With revenge trading, for example, because I've gone back into trading again to kickstart phase two of the the, the program. The program was to get a sensible job that paid well. Phase two was to get back into trading and to try and create multiple streams of income. And I haven't revenge traded in a while, and I was I revenge traded, lost a bit of money, came back up a little bit, still trying to recover from those losses, but we're slowly building it back up. And it just made me realize that, yeah, I've come to a crossroad in my life again. Because every few months I come into a crossroad where I've got to make a very important decision that could literally make a good path for my life, or could literally destroy my life. So you know with the revenge trading part, I had to look at myself in the mirror, you know and ask myself, what do I really want? Why am I trading? If I'm trading to gamble money, then I shouldn't trade. There's no point. The only reason why I'm trading is so I can make money and create another stream of income. So if I'm going to do this very difficult thing, which trading is one of the most difficult things I've done in my life, I'm going to do this very difficult thing so I can create an extra stream of income. Why faff about? Why mess about? Why not do it properly? Right? I have to look at myself in the mirror and say, man, I've got to keep myself accountable. I cannot revenge trade ever again in my life. I refuse to do it. And since I made that resolution, I've kept to my word. I've held myself back. Praise God. But sometimes you need to make those mistakes to see where you are. You need to make those mistakes to understand that you definitely don't want to make those mistakes ever again. So with that, confidence started, my confidence started rebuilding again. But with regards to my work, I was really struggling with confidence in my work, and had a talk with my boss. We're able to talk about certain things, and I was able to try and restructure my mind and try and gain that confidence back again. Because again, I work in the service industry and my work is performance based. You know, basically, depending on how well I do my work, you know, that's how well I'll get paid. So, working in the services industry is really, especially when you're talking to people on the phone, working with different clients and things like that, it's really not easy. So, yeah, walking through all that, regaining my confidence, understanding what I was doing that worked, putting my clients first, that really worked, and getting back to that, making sure that I'm offering value to my client. And sometimes you offer value to people and they won't understand the value of your proposition to them, and that's fine. But making sure that I was offering valuable customer service to my clients to help them, really help them in their lives. That was my focus when I smashed it like 2 months ago. you know and so my intention is to get back to that, get back to offering really worthwhile service, to my clients, and to implement the things I was learning from the books I was reading, to make sure that when I get to work, I'm working. Because that's another thing, I slacked off in my work as well. I'm going to admit this to myself, Victor. You gotta admit this. Last month, you didn't work as hard as you could have, and that's just the truth. And starting in September, it cannot be like that. And that slack was obvious in many other things. I wasn't recording my journals. I really slacked. But towards the end of August, I started to rectify some of these things, and I'm really trusting God that September will be a refresh, reset button, and I'm really trusting God that I will follow through on all the things I say I'm going to do. You know, what are my goals this month? To outperform my best month at work, to bring back that productivity, to work hard, to make sure that every day, every hour during my work hour, I'm working hard, to make sure I'm studying my Bible more frequently than last time, to make sure I'm praying more than last time, to make sure that I am more selfless than I was in August. Those are my goals, to make sure that I'm more selfless than I was in August, to make sure I hit my financial goals, you know, and to make sure that I'm serious with my journals, my reflection, my process of reflection. So basically, with every task I do every day, whether it's trading, whether it's work, I should have a debriefing session where I sit back and recalculate and look into all the things I've done to see where I can improve, what I can improve. Basically, that process of reflecting and of journaling and improving certain things. I want to get back to that because I didn't really do that this August. So I really, really want to get back to that, and I trust the Lord that I'm going to get back to that. And when I come back with another video journal by the end of this week, I want to come back stating that I had put measures in place, I had improved my life, I'd improved on the things I know I should be doing, and not slacking off. Because August I really slacked off. I can't afford to be a liability to myself. I can't afford to be a liability to my family. I have so much to accomplish, and you know, with all these things I have to accomplish, whether in my spiritual life or in my life with my family life or my personal goals, whatever these things are, I cannot afford to be a liability to myself. And sometimes you gotta have that talk with yourself when you achieve success and your human brain wants to relax and wants to get comfortable. There's no time and space to be comfortable at all. So yeah, I wish you the best month ahead as well. I know I'm going to have a fantastic month because I'm going to make sure that I give myself to God and I give myself to my work. I give myself to self-improvement, personal improvement. It's going to be a great September.